So this isn't necessarily the truth, but this is the thought. It's not the blame, but the extrapolation of the fear, self-loathing is from self-abuse. It's from the critical voice inside me that got internalized. That my fear is the residual of emotional abuse, of an overly critical parent, or the cumulative being of that raised me. It's a cumulative result of all my emotional abuse. The reason I couldn't get rid of it is because it's not fear, it is anger. It is criticalness, it's rage. It's any time I did something wrong that I got screamed at or yelled at or blamed or made to shrink and feel wrong, that my anxieties are the residuals of emotional abuse. This is not to excuse anyone or to abuse or to blame. It doesn't matter. But it feels right. That's the reason I couldn't get around fear, because it wasn't fear. It was self-loathing, it was self-anger, it was rage. Anyways, that's it. I made it on ferry. So, maybe being late was exactly the lesson, Maybe being on time wasn't the point. The point was to try to be there on time and fail. And then feel what it feels like. What kind of emotion did that bring up? And it felt I was so angry. It's like, not only am I spending money, I slept at 4. It's going to be like 3 hours, 3.5 hours for what? Like an hour event? It just all didn't make any sense, and I was raging and mad. But that was the lesson. I needed to actually try and fail legitimately for that emotion to rise up, and then it gave me the opportunity to look at it. So that is what it means to do shadow work, emotional work in the moment while you feel that emotion. You got to transmute the emotion while it is activated. That's when that mechanism, that's when our part of that brain is activated, and that's when we can shift it. And if we can shift it in the moment while that emotion is activated, we can shift it for good. And I could feel something shift when I realized, wait, this isn't anxiety. This is anger. This is self-criticalness. This is self-abuse. This is internalized self-abuse. And that came from the Gentle Parenting Guidebook, where we had a critical parent and a loving parent, internal, inside. So, that's it. Well, I'm on my ferry. So, see you later. Bye.